welcome to Mama's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an almond olive oil crumb cake. So you're going to start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And you're going to be taking a baking tray and a piece of parchment paper and lining that and setting that aside. Next, I'm going to show you all the ingredients. So you're going to be needing 1 cup and 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour.
So 1 cup and 1/4 cup,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
You're going to be needing a 1/2 cup of almond flour. You're going to be needing 1 tablespoon and a half of baking powder. You are going to be needing a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt.
Let's see. Sea salt.
3 eggs. You're going to be needing 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, a 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, a 1/2 teaspoon of orange extract, a lemon to zest, and a 1/2 cup of milk. For the crumble, you are going to be needing a 1/2 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. You're going to be needing 1/2 cup of sliced almonds blanched. You're going to be needing 1 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 1/4 cup of butter, but I'm using applesauce to substitute. You're going to be needing a 1/2 teaspoon of the cinnamon and icing sugar to put on top. So we have here a 1/2 cup of flour in a medium bowl. So now we're gonna make our crumble. So I have my 1/2 cup of flour, and I'm going to add to that flour the 1/2 of the sliced almonds, so the 1/2 cup of sliced almonds. Pop that in, and then we're gonna add the butter, well, applesauce, 1 1/4 cup again, and we're going to be adding the 1 1/4 cup of sugar. And we are going to be mixing this together until it forms it comes together and there's pea-sized crumbs. So let's mix that together. So I mixed all of this together. It looks so good. And I'm gonna set that aside and make my dry ingredients. So in a medium bowl, I'm gonna pour my 1 1/4 cup of flour, and now I'm going to be putting in my 1 tablespoon and a half of baking powder. So pour that in, pop that in, and now we are going to be adding 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and then we're going to be whisking that together, making sure all that salt and baking powder is mixed in. So this is all mixed up. I'm gonna set that aside, and now we're going to be doing our wet ingredients. So in another medium bowl, we cracked 3 eggs. And now we are going to whisk this together for 30 seconds. So now we are going to be adding our 2/3 of a cup of sugar into our eggs. So pour that in.
I'm sure you can use some healthy sugar, right?
Yeah. And then we have our orange, 1/2 teaspoon of orange extract. Add that in. It smells so good. Then we're gonna add our 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract.
Let's see.
See? Almond extract.
Okay.
And then the orange extract that smells delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to zest some lemon into there. Souring.
So we are adding some lemon zest in. Amazing.
That's good.
Nice aroma.
Yeah. I'm going to mix this together for 2 minutes. You can use a stand mixer or a hand mixer. You're just gonna have to beat it for 30 seconds, but it is not necessary. So I'm just gonna whisk that together for 2 minutes. Okay, so I mixed that up, and now I'm going to be adding the extra virgin olive oil. This is half a cup. So I'm gonna add all of that in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mix for another minute. Make sure everything's out of there. Now I'm gonna mix that for another minute until well combined. So I mixed this up for 2 minutes, and now I'm going to be adding my half cup of milk, pouring that in, and I'm gonna whisk that until that's all combined. Got really thin fast.
Mm-hmm. Looking good.
Okay, and now we're going to take our dry ingredients and pour our almond flour in.
Is it almond flour?
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, of course. Almond cake. Makes sense.
Doesn't have a smell. And we're going to be mixing that up.
Brilliant.
Mixing all those lumps and bumps.
Okay.
So now we are going to be taking this thing, our crumber, and adding cinnamon in.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. That was half a teaspoon.
Beautiful. And then?
Mix that up until combined.
Perfect.
Now we are going to be adding the wet and dry ingredients to the dry. So slowly pouring that in.
Well, Mama's kitchen is getting a little dirty, but not to worry, we will clean it up.
Yep. So now I'm going to mix that up until well combined. So this is a really nice consistency. It's a batter consistency. And now we're going to be transferring it into our parchment paper tray.
All right.
So we have popped it into our tray. And now we are going to be pouring all our crumble on top. So it is not baked yet, and we are going to be pouring the crumble on top. I'm scared, isn't it gonna sink?
That's okay, we're just gonna spread it.
I can't split. Oh, there it goes. We're gonna put all of it in. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour all of that in and spread it.
That's fine. We were supposed to put it on top. It got mixed in. That's all right.
Now I'm just mixing it in.
Well, that's what happens in Mama's kitchen. Things get mixed up.
So we have put in it. It didn't work, so we just put some on top, some in the inside. And now we are going to be putting it into our preheated oven. If kids are doing this, make sure you get an adult to put it into the preheated oven.
Perfect.
50.
Let's put it in and we will check in after 50-ish minutes.
Yeah, so this just came out of the oven.
And it is looking beautiful. I think we're gonna have it for breakfast, but we do have some icing sugar Ria wants to sprinkle on top.
So I'm just gonna sift it. So I'm just gonna sift that through.
And the beauty of using parchment paper is that the cake is gonna come out so easily. Alright, so super easy to take out the cake. We have placed it right here.
Hi guys.
And you can see it's looking gorgeous. Can you show us, Ria? Open it?
Yeah. Looks so delicious.
Yeah, just move it around. Let's see the whole thing. Nice. Let's cut through and enjoy.
So we're gonna just cut this delicious cake like that.
Whoa, so moist. Let's dig in.
So then we can't eat it?